Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Building Tables with Charity Claire and I'm here with another video. And today I'm talking about things I regret not doing before becoming a mother. Yeah. Get your cup of coffee, get your cup of tea, and yeah. Listen, maybe if you haven't yet considered becoming a mother, you haven't yet gotten a partner, you haven't yet gotten pregnant, these are some things you might want to fortify about yourself or do for yourself. Number one, I regret not saving up enough or investing enough so that if I don't return back to work, it's not so bad. I don't know any other way to put it, but that is one of the regrets that I have. Well, at that time, I thought that, you know what, I just wanted to further my studies before I get married. And this is something that my dad actually instilled in me, and like was literally, I had a suitor that we didn't end up getting married because of that. Like my dad wanted me to do my master's before I actually got married, but I thought that was enough. That is not enough. Like on top of actually furthering your studies to be able to get more opportunities, better employment opportunities, you need to financially fortify yourself as a mother. Like you will find yourself in a situation whereby you're working, and then for me now my contract ended and they let me go. And I don't know, sometimes they say that when you start giving birth as a lady, like workplaces do not want such people. So maybe that, but I can't blame them, because really they made my pregnancy journey very smooth. They allowed me to work from home, and they were really considerate. They gave me quite a number of considerations and grace during my pregnancy period. So yeah, like that is, I can't blame them for that anyway. But at the end of the day, like I wish I'd saved up a lot. So that the burden is not heavy on my husband. Because when you're working, or when you take maternity leave, or in some places whereby you let go of, and you are now a mother, like the child caring like falls on you, and then you're not able to divide your time, because like raising a child is really like so time, it demands a lot of time, a lot of your time. So it's hard to do that and then also earn income, so most times like you yourself might fall into making the sacrifice not to do certain things, or just the situation might not allow, it might not allow. So in such so for me, that is one thing that I regret. Like that emergency fund, when you're getting into motherhood, I think you need to have an emergency fund for motherhood, for motherhood yourself. Because like, oh goodness, like there are things that you would want to do for your child, but you're not earning an income, and now you're living on one income, and then you're like, I wish my son had this toy, this would stimulate him better, this would be a good use of, this would help him like up his motor skills and etc. And you can't blame your husband for sticking to basics, because you're on one income. So fortifying myself financially, like that emergency fund that they talk about for women, you need to up it again. Like you need to multiply it, I think like times 2. If you're able to work and then you're going into motherhood, do that for yourself. Number 2, and that brings me to number 2, investing. Guys, I regret in that this year I just said I am starting. You know that inspire by what those people that they talk about. Those speakers, motivational speakers, that they said that they started with one egg. This time, I said no. I'm just starting. I'm just starting, because I've lost time, and I always thought that I will invest later on in life, that I will work corporate and then invest later on in life. Guys, I look back, I cannot earn the money. I've lost quite a lot of money anyway. And at some point I lost 9 million. Recently I lost 16 million, like, you know, the car loan thing, and then you paid 16, and then they are like, oh my goodness. I'll talk about that in the next point. But then, like, yeah, like, guys, like, I wish I'd invested then, because come to think about it, you know, corporate is the control of your income in someone else's hands. But if you're earning your own money, like if you have something that you've invested in, that is you having control of this by yourself, you know. So it's very easy for you to you don't feel the pinch. You don't feel the pinch of not earning an income, if I may say. And the best time before you give birth, you feel that you don't have time. But if you're out there and you're thinking of actually giving birth or something, I know, like, even when you give birth, like, there might not be enough time, and you might not be able to dedicate enough time to your business or to your investment, as opposed to a corporate job, you know. But still, like, it's far much better to do it before you give birth, you know, to be intentional of the fact that I need to invest, so that if I'm seated at home looking after my children, if I'm waiting for the next opportunity, like, you know, then I'm able to do that, because it speaks into quite a lot of things. Because now I'm thinking, you know, should I give birth again? You know, I've been at home for 1 year, I'm not earning income. Should I give birth again? If I had an investment, it would be an easy decision. I'd be like, let me give birth, finish, and then head back, because I have something keeping me going, I have something that is bringing in income. But then again, you know, as a woman, like, you think, oh, if I give birth, that is like an assured 9 months of not looking for work. And also, once you give birth, you cannot say you're going to now start looking for work while the child is still 1 month, because again, you're going back into corporate, you know. But again, when it's your own investments, like, you know, and there's I'll talk about that as well. There's quite a number of investments that you can do that will give you returns even as you're seated at home. So for me, that is one thing that I regret, like, postponing investment for later on, you know, thinking that let me make quite a big number, a lot of money, so that I can enter these things grandly. No, this time around I started, like, God already speaking to me to start a maternity line thing, and I thought I'd start it in a big grand way. This time around, like, no, I just started, like, I just went thrifted my nice dresses that I think I'd love when I'm pregnant, and hit the ground online. You know, sales aren't yet coming, but now I feel like I am actually putting myself to use as a person. Okay. The other thing is, I've talked about this quite a lot, but my financial literacy, guys. Yeah, with my masters, with my financially, like, personal finance, that is something that I should have thought about and actually honed it, like, quite heavily when it was just me, or when it was just me and my husband. Because tell me why, like, in this 2026, it still saying that as a woman you have a higher chance of dying poor. Woman, not wife, not daughter, no, woman, just as a woman, you have a higher chance of dying poor. And I can see why. Because motherhood, like, motherhood takes your time, like, it takes your energy, like, it takes your biology, it takes a lot from you. You know, it takes a lot from you. So some employers would not want to deal with you, like, 4 times in that situation for the duration of your employment, you know. So they might actually find it more economical to let go of you, because now you're in that reproductive age, and, you know, you might not really serve them the way they want to serve them, because your time is spoken for and required for. So, and also, like, maybe diversifying my skills beyond my career, like deeply understanding the experience of women when it comes to motherhood and how it holds you at home. Like there's an expectation that you'll just be home, you know, and also just widening my skills and opportunities to be able to occupy that space, to be a mother and still be at home and look after my children and still be able to earn income. So like those are things that I regret as a mother, and I hope like if you're out there and you are planning to enter into this journey, like you are anticipating to become a mother, that is something that you think about very closely and do something about it before then. Like preparation time is never wasted time. So prepare yourself, especially financially, prepare yourself in terms of opportunity to ensure that you give yourself the best chance and the best opportunity to succeed. And I think partly what maybe causes people to fall into depression, because your life changes so drastically, and sometimes like you're not able to catch up with those few sharings of mine. I hope you pick a thing or two. So guys, feel free to subscribe, feel free to join the community here, and mothers out there, comment in the comment section. I know like I've not exhausted all of them, but for me those are like the major ones that I can think about. I know they're almost all revolving around the same thing, but yeah, they're just the things that I feel like I should have sorted before embarking on this journey. Feel free to subscribe, give me a like, give me a share, and comment, engage in the comment section. Tell me what you regret, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye. Happy Women's Day, happy Women's Month.